With us at third base, Joe Ganiscoli, otherwise known as Vito from The Sopranos, my favorite character.
Thank you.
I somehow identified with him.
You did?
Yeah. It was a fireman in Vermont. Kind of thing. Yeah.
You had him in Vermont, I had him in New Hampshire.
Oh, I thought it was in Vermont.
No.
You just associate all those things.
Well,
with
you know
Vermont,
what? You were probably using maple syrup.
That's true, I was.
That is not a lubricant, Greg. I don't know how many times I have to tell you.
It takes forever to get out of my hair. It really does.
That wasn't maple syrup.
It's great to have you here. First, I want to talk about hookers. I can't stop talking about hookers. The Virginia Tech shooter, actually, according to a reliable news source, not us, a month earlier had just hired an escort and taken her to the Valley View Hotel, where, according to the escort, her name is, I love this name, Chastity Fry.
Wow.
She met her in a hotel. She's beautiful. Mm-hmm. I'm in love. Jesus. No wonder he went crazy. Anyway, so they met, and she was dancing. He went into the bathroom. He came out to wash up, came back, and then started touching her. She freaked out, thought he was creepy, and no sex took place. And I'm wondering, is this like basically the common trend among psychopaths? Is they just don't have any success with women?
Well, first of all, I mean, look at her.
Yeah.
It's Virginia. But I'm curious to know what he paid, because I just got back from Vegas.
Yeah.
And I think I was overcharged.
Really? What was it? Was it by the hour or?
It was by the pound.
By the pound.
Hang on, but hang on. This chick is supposed to be a sure thing, right? It's like hiring a carpenter and they refuse to pick up a hammer. And I love this line here. She says in the New York Post, he's like, "I paid for the full hour. You've only been here for 15 minutes." And then I started dancing, and that's when he, touched me and tried to get on me, and that's when I pushed him away. I mean, that's kind of your job, right?
Well,
to go for
sometimes
that
they get a little
thing?
creeped out. You know what I mean, I've had more than one run out.
Kara, this seems to me something that happens a lot when you remember the terrorists before they flew into the buildings. They visited strip clubs. And here you have this psychopath who went to hooker. It seems to me the solution for all of this is basically to airdrop escorts into countries where there are lonely, sad men.
Exactly. We seem to have a lot of pent-up sexual energy among our malcontents, and we just need some dedicated whores. We need some serious hookers who are willing to fight the war on terror.
I think you're absolutely right.
AmeriWhore.
Yes. Patrick, do you agree with me? I mean, you work at stuff. In a way, you're doing your part.
The thing is, Greg, I just can't get over her name. I mean, Chastity, I guess that's one of those, ironic prostitute names.
Yes.
It's just hard for me to get over that hump right there. I don't know.
Well, that hump is the operative word, which you did. Bill, what do you think? Do you think that if you had sex more often, you'd be less violent?
Well, see, that's the thing, Greg. Your theory, in and of itself, has more holes in it than your average whorehouse. Because I don't have sex ever, and I am not a psychopath, nor am I angry.
Clowny disagrees.
That's true.
Well, inanimate objects don't count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is why we've had such a
Tell that to all the women out there watching.
All right, told me that you get more ass than a toilet seat.
But I meant, literally. I just go around touching people's asses.
Okay.
They don't want it.
You know what else is delightful? Public urination. That's it. Anyway, now I want to talk about a Tennessee family that lives on the border of a golf course. That's the Centennial Golf Course in Tennessee. They're having problems because all the golfers are relieving themselves out in their backyard. So what they've done is the police advised them to videotape these guys urinating, and they've had over 40 individuals caught urinating thanks to this wonderful idea. I don't know. Is it so bad to pee outside?
Well, they're killing the grass, first of all.
Yeah, it's an environmental concern.
Yeah.
But what about, I don't know, I find urinals to be absolutely objectionable, because when I walk out of a urinal, I'm always covered with more than I left.
Well, yeah, but it's very rarely urine.
Golfers are so lazy, they couldn't even get in the cart to drive to the bathroom. It's like, tee off on the course and pee off on somebody's yard.
There you go.
It's probably far.
There should be a TV station that just constantly runs this in a loop, I think. Just constantly, like the Yule log. It's just constantly watching these guys peeing. It's great.
It's the pee log. This doctor named Raymond Adam Sick. Show the picture of this guy dressed up as Captain America. This guy was arrested because he's dressed as Captain America. He went to some kind of party where all these doctors dressed up, and he went into a bar drunk and shoved a burrito down his crotch, and then was going around asking women to touch his burrito. And the problem is the woman complained, the cops had to go outside, and all of these doctors were dressed like Captain America. They didn't know which one to arrest. Finally arrested him. Then he goes to the jail. They catch him trying to flush a joint down the toilet. This is a doctor. Would you let him operate on you?
All I can say is I chihuahua.
Maybe it's medical marijuana, you know?
You never know. I don't know. I don't know. Bill, why do doctors have such terrible senses of humor? I've never met a funny doctor.
Well, I mean, I've had doctors that have attempted to be funny, and it's usually when their hands in my ass, and that's a bad time to do it. But this is, I think I speak for the entire panel when I say that this has happened to all of us more times than we can possibly ever hope to remember. And that's why you got to hide your contraband in your rectum, Greg.
My doctor is really funny. When I went for an annual exam to the doctor, and after he checked under the hood, he said, "There we go, good for another year, another 10,000 kilometers."
Checked under the hood.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't want to know where that hood is. I don't want to know. Patrick, do you think it's possible that he was just trying to warm up that burrito? Wouldn't that have been a good defense?
It probably is a good way to do that, better than a microwave. My question about the whole thing is like, okay, Captain America, why does he have a burrito in his pants? Like, shouldn't it be apple pie or something like that, a little more patriotic?
That's an excellent point.
Carrie, do you think this is more of a metaphor of what America is? That he's Captain America, he's actually America with a burrito in his pants?
Yeah, I think it's a metaphor for the Mexican invasion. I mean, does Lou Dobbs know that Captain America's package is made by Mexicans?
Exactly.
We should put a wall on the border that is his crotch, Greg.
That is true.
He was smuggling the package yet.
A 4-year-old Colorado State football fan got more than he bargained for while watching the team scrimmage this weekend. His view from the sidelines got sidelined when a player bowled him over on a way to a touchdown. Happily, the little runt walked away with nothing but a few stitches, and Saturn News receiver George Hill suffered a slight sprain and had to be put down. Aww. Hey, we've got a new guest, Emily Gould, co-editor of LurkerDood, the wildly successful blog, website, gossip-mongering entity that it is. Does it excite you to see children get hit by large men?
No, it saddens and troubles. Okay, it's kind of funny.
Yes, it is funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could keep watching that over and over again. Is there something wrong with me?
I could keep watching you watching that over and over again.
Something wrong with Bill. I was going to say there's something wrong with me.
You always say that.
No, there's a lot that's going on there.
Patrick, what were you going to say?
Thank you.
I was just saying I'd rather keep seeing those guys peeing in that golf.
Maybe later I'll give you with the tape.
Sure, okay.
Rachel, escorts are not sure things. In fact, if you read the ads carefully, something I failed to do, they specifically say that sex is not part of the deal. Greg, you said you stopped Googling when you're married. I've actually heard that once you get married, you end up Googling yourself a lot.
That's true. Yeah. Sometimes well, never mind.
Okay.
Just move on.
You'll tell me later.
I will.
Greg, you also said when you leave a urinal, you're covered with more than when you walked in. I keep telling you, man, unzip your fly.
I always skip ahead. The excitement, you know.
I know.
I want to talk about French kissing because I find it revolting. And it seems to me it's also dangerous. There's a recent story that came out, I think it was a couple days ago. An Israeli woman accidentally bit off part of her boyfriend's tongue during a passionate French kiss. He had to go to the hospital and get stitches, and he was told to sip iced drinks and avoid wet kisses until the wound heals. I don't understand. Okay, Emily, I'm going to go to you. French kissing was such a big deal when you were like 15, but it is one of the most unpleasurable experiences I've ever experienced.
Oh, I think you just think that because you're a dude.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's totally all about kissing. You look into someone's eyes, you really connect with the... it's getting weird. Let's talk about something else really fast.
Oh, yeah, when you turn to Bill, I don't know. I just think it's something...
Bill will protect me.
Well, I'm just glad that there's one last remaining connection between French and aggression.
Oh, bringing it back to the fact that the French might be cowardly.
I gotta have to respect you. Artful the way you pull these connections out of absolutely nowhere.
And it was an Israeli woman. I'm sure we could get somewhere with that as well.
Definitely.
I want going from Bulldogs to Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh my God!
Whoa! I just made that up. Anyway,
bad to worse.
She emceed the Matrix Awards last night, and she swore a lot, which is no surprise because that's why they have her there. But she also asked Donald Trump to quote, "eat me," which conjured up a horrible image in everybody's mind.
Of Donald Trump eating you?
Yes. But first I want to ask Patrick, because you are the entertainment director at Stuff, who would you rather have sex with? Rosie O'Donnell or Donald Trump?
Ooh. Boy, that's really a tough question. I mean, I would probably say. I don't think I have an answer to that question. I'm sorry.
I stumped you. Emily, you have an answer.
I think you should add another one to the mix so it's screw, marry, kill, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Like who?
Like Rachel.
Rachel?
Sure. Why not?
Getting me in
Just where
trouble
my
here.
eye contact
What do you
went.
think? Whose fault is...